All right, old man, let's see what you got. So the first trailer has hit for Logan, the final film in which Hugh Jackman will appear as Logan, also known as the Wolverine, also known as James Howlett, but nobody cares about that name. This is the last time he's playing the part. It's going to be rated R. It's coming out next year. We've had some stills. We've gotten a little bit of information. Our first real look at it. What do I think? Well, they're committing to it. I'll give them that. I think the choice of the Johnny Cash song was kind of an obvious one, but I like the general vibe that it grants it. And here's a small touch that I actually really like about the use of that song. What I would have expected is for that music to fade out and for us to get more generic sort of action-y trailer music once the actual sort of action beats hit. But they didn't. They stuck with the music all the way through. I'm like, hey, yeah, that works for me. I like that better because then it feels less like maybe they're trying to trick us into a vibe with the music, and it's because it still fit even as things got actiony. As far as what we see, I like how beaten down Logan looks. I mean, he's scarring. He's visibly shaking. I'm really going to be interested to see this because one of the biggest problems with Wolverine, especially in the movies, is just how unstoppable he is. That was one of the really smart things they did with the Wolverine, which was to knock his healing factor out of whack. Now, whether his healing factor is completely gone here or just not working as well isn't clear from this trailer. There were some things said about that, but I'm going to come back to that stuff. We've got this wonderful, desolate, isolated feel to it. Patrick Stewart looks great. I mean, he looks awful, but that feels right for Charles Xavier in this. There's no way he's living to the end of this thing. Actually, I'd say odds are Wolverine isn't going to live to the end of this either. That's probably why you said it in the future. It's like, this is the last story for him. We get glimpses of the girl. They won't confirm that it's X-23, but I mean, come on, who else is it? If they don't name it as X-23, she's obviously some sort of composite amalgamation of X-23 and like just a generic sidekick character like Ellie from The Last of Us crossed with X-23. Who knows? Like I said, I like that they're committing to it. In a way, though, I feel almost like this is kind of the really easy way to go. Like when I said, the music track, it seems like a really obvious choice. It's like, yeah, that works, but from what we knew about the vibe of the thing, yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you use that song? So nothing about this trailer really particularly blew me away or really caught my attention, but at the same time I saw that and going, okay, yeah, I want to go see this. I want to see how this pans out. I want to see if they can deliver on the promise that this trailer makes. The promise that the trailer is making isn't necessarily something I am gung-ho about, but it's something I would like to see well executed. Now, I brought up some things that have been said since the trailer. This is the advantage of the fact that I did not get this video shot as early as I had intended to, because the director, James Mangold, has come out and said a few things about the trailer since. Now, as I said, he won't confirm that it's X-23, but something he did say is that this is the Days of Future Past timeline, meaning when Wolverine sort of jumps ahead at the very end of that and he sees Jean and Scott still alive and he reconnects with Professor X. This is that timeline move forward, and that I kind of hate, because I really loved that ending at the end of Days of Future Past, and it was this wonderful, happy ending. Just close the book, we can stop there for not only Wolverine, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but also for all these other characters. Like, see, they're not really dead, and now we're going to jump ahead 20 years or whatever it is and go, oh no, everybody is dead. Well, you just negated the happy ending. I mean, that's like what Alien 3 did. You're going to undo everything that was fought for in the previous film. And maybe in the movie itself, it won't be explicit that it's the same timeline and I can readjust my headcanon, but it just annoys me that that's the intent. I would have preferred that they just told this story and said, look, this is a timeline. At this point, we have multiple possible timelines in the X-Men universe. This is just one of them. I just wish they had not explicitly connected it to that one because, as I said, it undoes that happy ending, and I don't like that. But those are my overall thoughts on it. Looks good, not excited yet. I don't know. I mean, I was so disappointed by how mediocre Apocalypse was. It's hard for me to get excited for X-Men right now, even though I really did like the Wolverine quite a bit. But in any case, those are my thoughts. That's where I'm at right now. What were your thoughts on Logan and his first trailer? Whatever they were, drop something down in the comments and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Council of Geeks. Check out the Council of Geeks podcast, available on iTunes and Stitcher. And until next time, this council is adjourned.